It's the NFL on EA Sports. Oh.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leo Chanel, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson to tie it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Joyner, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run the counter. Joyner flexing his muscle at the 30, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To the air with McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is McCarthy. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy, 32 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mahomes going to throw.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Kennedy. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. That one taken in by Curley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Joyner. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chiefs offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. On the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Operating from the gun. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 41. They'll look to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. McCarthy operating from the gun. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Kennedy, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 19-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
14 yards brings up third down.
Now McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. This completes a Corley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he will find his man on the outside. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's McCarthy. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Kennedy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
1st down, Kansas City.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 3rd down, it's Kennedy.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
Up the middle they go. Kennedy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the air with McCarthy. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So